In World War II, light utility vehicles, commonly known as jeeps, became essential to nearly every army. Fast, dependable, and capable of tackling terrain that larger machines couldn't handle, these small vehicles shaped mobility on the battlefield. In this video, we go through every Jeep-type vehicle used in the war, categorized by nation. Starting with the United States, the Willys MB stands as the classic American Jeep. It set the standard for the general-purpose military vehicle. Tough, adaptable, and symbolic of Allied ingenuity. Next is the Ford GPW, nearly the same as the MB, built using Willys' exact plans. Ford's massive production capacity ensured the Allies received the huge numbers required for global operations. Then comes the Ford GP, one of the early Jeep prototypes. Its flat hood design may look familiar, but it was quickly dropped once the final MB layout was chosen. The Bantam BRC-40 was the true pioneer. Bantam produced the first design that met the Army's strict demands. Although Willys later secured the main contract, Bantam still delivered thousands of these capable machines. The Willys MA, an immediate predecessor to the MB, featured a column shift and a simpler dashboard. Most of these early models were shipped overseas for real-world testing. United Kingdom. Britain's counterpart was the standard light utility, often called the Tilly. Compact and versatile, it served for transport, communication duties, and light cargo work across various fronts. Germany. The Volkswagen Kübelwagen served as Germany's primary light utility vehicle. Lightweight, air-cooled, and excellent off-road, especially in the harsh deserts of North Africa. The Volkswagen Schwimmwagen, a remarkable amphibious variant, featured a fold-down propeller for water operations, one of the war's most unique designs. The Steyr R200 was a heavier German four-wheel drive utility car with independent suspension all around. Effective, though complicated to maintain in field conditions. The Hoch 901, known for its angular shape, provided dependable service and was often assigned to officers and communication units. Japan fielded the Kurogan Type 95, regarded by some historians as the first mass-produced four-wheel drive vehicle. It had a distinctive, motorcycle-like front end and proved tough across the Pacific Islands. The Toyota AK-10, heavily inspired by the American Bantam, was produced in relatively small numbers, but demonstrated Japan's attempts to replicate effective Allied designs. France. The Lafley V10 was a unique six-wheel light reconnaissance vehicle, built before France fell in 1940. Many were captured and repurposed by Germany. The Lafley V15, a heavier variant, was commonly used for towing small artillery pieces and also ended up in Axis service after occupation. The Peugeot DMA, a simple utility truck adapted for wartime use, handled local supply duties and often transported essential goods rather than soldiers. Italy deployed the SPI Viberte AS-43, a fast light armored car used for reconnaissance and patrols in North Africa. It served under both Italian and later German command. The Spatial 37, easily recognized by its tall wheels and high ground clearance, was designed for towing heavy artillery across challenging desert terrain. Czechoslovakia. The Tatra 57K was a military version of a successful civilian model and continued production after Czechoslovakia fell under German control. It was used mainly for liaison roles. The Praga AV was another dependable Czech utility vehicle that the Axis relied on for general transport, reflecting the broader use of occupied industrial bases. Canada, Commonwealth. The Chevrolet Pattern light utility, built on a GM platform, was durable, adaptable, and served extensively across the Pacific and Middle Eastern theaters. Soviet Union, the Gaz-64, the USSR's first true Jeep equivalent, was developed extremely quickly. Its narrow track made it unstable on rough ground. This problem was corrected in the Gaz-67, which widened the stance and became the standard Soviet light utility vehicle through the later years of the war. Lastly, the Gaz-67B introduced minor mechanical and body revisions, improving reliability. It continued serving long after the conflict ended.